Now that we know how to use a sweep tool, the next thing we're going to create is a paperclip. So to do that, I'm going to click on the plus and create a new part studio. I'm going to put myself in millimeters for this one. So I'm going to make sure I have millimeters selected. And I'm going to start by creating a sketch on, let's do it on the top plane this time. Okay, so a sketch on the top plane. I'm going to create the paperclip in segments. So I'm going to use the line tool. So I can click on the line tool or type an L. I'm going to go vertical and I'm going to go 15 millimeters. Okay, so we can zoom in a little bit. I'm going to hit the escape key, and the next thing I'm going to do is create that first curve. So to do that, I'm going to use the tangent arc. I'm going to click on this point. I'm going to move my pointer over, and do you see that yellow line? If it appears, great. If it doesn't, I'm just going to hold my pointer over that center or that end point, and I'm going to click and drag over. Okay, I'm going to hit the escape key because I want to dimension that. So to dimension that, I'm going to type in a D, and I want to dimension the arc, and I want to make that 4 millimeters. So I just click there, type in the 4, and now I have that top loop. I'm hitting the L key, and I'm going to click here and drag down. I want to stay vertical, and the dimension for that is going to be 22 millimeters. Escape, go back to that tangent arc, click on the endpoint, create my curve, come over here so I can see that yellow dotted line, and click, escape, D for dimension, and let's dimension the bottom curve to be 4.5. Okay, again, I need a line, so I'm going to type an L. I'm going to hit this endpoint, and I'm going to come up vertically. This one I'm going to make 31 millimeters. Hit the escape key. Just going to zoom down a little bit, pan down, and I'm going to go back to that tangent arc. I'm going to click here and click here. Hit the escape key. I'm just going to move these dimensions inside of my object so that they're not crossing over, and also to kind of simplify the way things look. Okay, so I need to apply a dimension. So I'm going to click on the D or hit the dimension tool. And I'm going to make this 5 millimeters. I'm going to hit the line tool. And I'm going to bring it down. And I'm going to bring it down 24 millimeters. And hit the escape key. Okay, so remember I can move any of these dimensions that are in the way just to give myself a clean looking paperclip shape. Okay, let's save that. I'm going to come back to my isometric view. I'll zoom in and pan over, and I'm going to need to create a circle that intersects that origin on another plane. So I'll do that by clicking on Sketch. This time I'm going to use the front plane. I'm not going to use my view cube to bring me there because I want to see my paperclip shape as I'm creating my circle. So I'm going to click on the circle tool. I'm going to click on I'm going to zoom in because I want to make sure I have the origin, okay? And the size that I'm going to make that is going to be 0.75 millimeters. So it's going to be pretty tiny. And I'm going to click on OK. Let's zoom back out. Okay, here's another trick. If I click on P, I can remove the planes. And if I hit P, it toggles them back on. So let's turn the planes off and let's zoom in. So we're going to use the sweep tool again. And the first thing the sweep tool asks me is what face we want to sweep. So I'm going to zoom in and make sure I select this circle. Next, I'm going to click on Sweep Path, and I'm going to choose the path that this is going to follow. And when I do that, you'll see that I have created a paperclip.